In this video, we are discussing the 1D and 2D motion lab. In this lab, most of what's going to be going on is that you are going to be filming an object in motion and then analyzing that video in Logger Pro. When you are making a video for Logger Pro, there are a couple things that you need to keep in mind. First and foremost, the plane of the camera and the plane of the motion must be parallel. Why is this important? We, as binocular creatures, can tell pretty easily if an object moves closer to us or further away. But if you only have one eye, like a camera, the object just looks like it's getting bigger. So if the plane of the camera and the plane of motion are out of parallel, at the bottom of the motion you are closer to the camera than at the top of the motion. And Logger Pro won't know that when it's doing the analysis. The other thing that's really important when you're doing your analysis in Logger Pro is to remember that Logger Pro only knows pixels. So it is your responsibility to convert pixels to centimeters so that you can do your physics. That is why you are always going to include an object of known length. In a perfect world, that can be a ruler or a meter stick, but really it can be anything that you know the length of. It can be a piece of paper, it could be a drumstick, anything that you know an exact length of could work for this. But due to error analysis things of your ability to click, the longer the object of known length is, the better your results are going to be. Ideally, when you are filming this, it would be, in a perfect world, maybe you would have a friend that you are socially distanced with, quarantined with, whatever, holding the camera and you're doing the motion of the dropped object separately. That's gonna probably be the best. You could also use a tripod. You could also set up your camera on an object to try to hold it straight. If those things don't work, because that angle is really important, a good thing to know is that for the sake of these analyses, a mirror is not going to affect anything as long as the camera, the plane of motion, and the plane of the mirror are all parallel. So that means that you can take this video holding a camera parallel to a mirror and dropping the object or throwing the object next to you. As long as the motion of the object, the camera, and the mirror are all in parallel planes, it will not affect your ability to do this analysis. Learning Logger Pro is also another big part of this lab. Logger Pro is a program that we're going to be using an awful lot this semester, and so you need to become familiar with it. If you are having some troubles with Logger Pro, we do have a Logger Pro guide that is up on Canvas, and there's lots of documentation about Logger Pro out there in the world.